Okay. Hare Krishna, everybody. Dhanut Pranam. So we'll start with Jai Radha Madhav. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Jai Radha
Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Jai Radha Kunja Vihari
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari.
Jaya Gopi Janam Girivaradhari
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari.
Gopi Janam Labha Girivaradhari
Jaya Yashodanandana Brajjana Ranjana.
Jaya Yashodanandana Raja Jana Ranjana
Yashodanandana Brajjana Ranjana.
Yashodanandana Raja Jana Ranjana
Yashodanandana Brajjana Ranjana.
Yashodanandana Raja Ranjana
Yashodanandana Brajjana Ranjana.
Yashodanandana Raja Jana Ranjana
Yashodanandana Brajjana Ranjana.
Yashodanandana Raja Jana Ranjana
Yamuna Tira Vanachari.
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Yamuna Tira Vanachari.
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari
Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari.
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari.
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari
Jaya Yashodanandana Vrajjana Ranjana.
Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana
Yashodanandana Vrajjana Ranjana.
Yashodanandana Braja 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 Ranjana
Yamuna Tira Vanachari.
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Yamuna Tira Vanachari.
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
O Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
O Jayo Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari.
Jaya Gopi
जन वल्लभ
गिरिवरधारी
जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी
जय
जय
गोपी
गोपी
जन
जन वल्लभ
गिरिवरधारी
गिरिवरधारी
यशोदानन्दन व्रज जन रञ्जन
यशोदानन्दन व्रज जन रञ्जन
यशोदानन्दन व्रज जन रञ्जन
यशोदानन्दन व्रज जन रञ्जन
यमुनतीरावनचारि
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 यमुना तीरा
यमुनतीरावनचारि
ओ
वनचारी
जय राधा माधव कुञ्ज बिहारी
जय
जय
राधा
राधा
माधव
माधव
कुञ्ज बिहारी
ओ जय राधा माधव कुञ्ज बिहारी
जय
जय
राधा
राधा
माधव
माधव
कुञ्ज
कुंज
बिहारी
बिहारी
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे
हरे
कृष्णा
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 हरे
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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे
हरे
कृष्णा
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 हरे
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 राम
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 हरे
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 हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे
हरे
कृष्णा
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 हरे
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 राम
राम
राम राम
राम
राम
राम
हरे
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 हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे
हरे
कृष्णा
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 हरे
हरे हरे
हरे राम
हरे
राम 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 हरे
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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
ओ हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे
हरे
कृष्णा
कृष्णा
कृष्ण
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 हरे
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 राम राम
राम
राम
राम
हरे
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 ओ
हरे
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा
हरे कृष्णा
कृष्ण
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 हरे
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 हरे राम हरे
राम
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 हरे
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 जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय
जय
जय गौरनिताय
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 निताय
जय गौरनिताय
गौरनिताय
जय कृष्ण बलराम जय कृष्ण बलराम
जय
जय कृष्ण बलराम
कृष्ण
कृष्ण
बलराम
बलराम
कृष्ण
कृष्ण बलराम
बलराम
जय
जय
कृष्ण
कृष्ण बलराम
बलराम
जय राधा श्याम सुंदर राधे
जय
जय
राधा
राधा
श्याम
श्याम
सुंदर राधा
सुंदर
श्याम
श्याम
सुंदर राधे
सुंदर
जय राधा काला चंजी राधे
जय राधा काला चंद्री राधा काला चंद्री राधे
जयो जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा।
जय
जगन्नाथ
जगन्नाथ
जय
जय
जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रा।
सुभद्रा।
जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे।
जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे।
ओ जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे।
जगन्नाथ
जगन्नाथ
स्वामी नयन पथगामी नयन पथगामी भवतु मे।
जय सीताराम लक्ष्मण भक्त हनुमान सीताराम लक्ष्मण भक्त हनुमान।
जय
जय
सीता
सीता
लक्ष्मण
लक्ष्मण भक्त
हनुमान
लक्ष्मण
सीताराम
भक्त
भक्त हनुमान।
ओ रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीताराम।
रघुपति
रघुपति
राघव राजा राम पतित
पतित
पावन
पावन
सीताराम।
सीताराम सीताराम भज प्यारे तू सीताराम।
सीताराम सीताराम भज प्यारे तू सीताराम।
ओ हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा
कृष्ण
कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
जय प्रभुपदा श्रीला प्रभुपदा।
जय प्रभुपदा
प्रभु
प्रभुपदा प्रभुपदा शिला प्रभुपदा।
जय गुरुदेवा 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 श्रीला गुरुदेवा।
जय गुरुदेवा
गुरुदेवा
गुरुदेवा गुरुदेवा
गुरुदेव श्रील
गुरुदेवा।
ओ
गुरुदेव
निताय गौरा हरि
हरि
बोल
बोल
हरि बोल
हरि बोल
हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल।
निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि
हरि
बोल
बोल
हरि
हरि
बोल
बोल
निताय गौर हरि
हरि
बोल
निताय
बोल
गौरा हरि बोल
हरि बोल
हरि बोल
हरि बोल
हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल।
निताय
जय
गौर हरि
हरि
बोल
बोल
हरि
हरि
बोल
बोल
हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि
हरि
बोल।
बोल।
जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंसा परिव्राजकाचार्य स्तोत्र सत्र श्री श्रीमद देसी भक्ति वेदांत
वेदांत स्वामी शिल प्रभुपाद की जय।
जय
जय
विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य स्तोत्र सत्र श्री श्रीमद सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर
गोस्वामी
की
की
जय।
जय
अनंत कोटि वैष्णव
वैष्णव
वृंद
वृंद
की
की
जय।
जय
नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर
हरिदास
की
ठाकुर
जय।
की जय
हो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य
चैतन्य प्रभु
नित्यानंद
नित्यानंद
श्री
श्री
अद्वैत
अद्वैत
गदाधर
गदाधर
शिवासादि श्री
श्रीवासादि
गौर भक्त
गौर
वृंद
भक्त
की
वृंद
जय।
की जय
जय
श्री
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 राधा
राधा
कृष्ण गोप
गोप
गोपीनाथ
गोपीनाथ
मुकुंद
श्याम
राधा
कुंद
कुंज
राधा कुंड गिरी गोवर्धन की
जय।
जय
की जय।
जय
वृंदावन
धाम की जय। मायापुर नवद्वीप धाम की जय।
जय
क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय।
जय
गंगा मैया यमुना मैया की जय। तुलसी देवी भक्ति देवी की जय। साम वेद भक्त वृंद की जय।
जय
All Nitai Gaur Haribol. All glories to assembled devotees Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna
All glories to assembled devotees Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna
All glories to assembled devotees Hare
हरे
Krishna.
कृष्ण
All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
जय ओम विष्णुपाद
Padaya Krishna Prasad Bhutala Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Vachayani Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyati Deshitani.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Hare Krishna, everyone. So nice to have everybody here. If everybody can turn on your videos, it'll be nice to see all of you. Oh, there's Vishal. Hare Krishna, Vishal. Nice to see you. Hare Krishna, Bhakti Priya Mataji. Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna, everybody.
Hare Bol.
Hare
Yeah.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu and Srimati Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Hari Bol
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, Jai Srila
Hari
Prabhupada.
Bol Prabhu. Can we get your darshan, please? Please, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Ravi Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
How are
Hare
you?
Krishna.
And Lohit is also there. Hare Krishna. Good to
Hare
see you.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol Priyanka Mataji. How are
Hare
you?
Krishna Prabhuji.
Sid's working out.
Krishna Prabhu.
All right, Hari Bol.
Oh no.
You have a gaming chair and a workout. What are you into? Gaming or working out?
No, neither.
Right now, neither. Yeah.
Neither. Hari Bol. Okay. All right. Good to see everyone. How's everybody doing? One after another, we had like all devotees.
Yeah. Falling down.
Calling, yeah. Maya. So how's Nainika Mataji?
She went back to school probably 2 days, but she still
Yeah.
has the phlegm, cough and all. Yeah, but she's little weak. She's catching up on her strength.
Okay. Jai. Everyone else okay?
Yeah, fine. So,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
How are you, Prishu? Hare Krishna.
Good. I'm just playing with my friend. She
Where's
is
your-
here today. That's my friend. His name is Aru.
Aru? Okay.
Hare
She's
Krishna.
Hare Krishna
she's
to
this
Aru
small.
also.
Convert the
And see, your other friend is here.
Who?
Who? Find somebody on the screen.
Uh,
Can you see him?
Rishi.
Rishvik, right there. Hare Krishna.
where? It's not in our phone, actually.
Can you say Hare Krishna, Rishvik?
Nobody cares.
Yeah. All right. Hare Krishna.
What are
So
you
today-
doing? What? I'm nothing. I'm playing Minecraft on my phone.
You're welcome.
Okay. So I have a question for all of you. So the question is, today's question, describe an adjective which suits you. Is that the right one?
No, you
Okay.
describe yourself using an adjective, and the adjective has to start with the same letter your name starts with.
So, like for example, Abhinav Prabhu, right? Abhinav Prabhu, you have to describe yourself using an adjective starting with the letter A. So let me start from Parth.
Whoa, let me have time to
Okay,
think.
let me start with Vivan,
Okay.
and then you have to pick the next person,
Okay.
okay? And don't leave anybody out.
Okay. So I'm going to describe myself. So I'm going to say Hare Krishna, everybody. And the adjective that I would like to describe myself with is vibrant. So I would use vibrant Vivan.
Vibrant Vivan. Okay, very nice.
And the next person to go would be Sid.
Sid.
Hare Krishna.
I knew you were gonna choose me next.
Hare- Who knows? Yeah.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. My name is Siddharth, and the adjective that I would choose for myself is stylish.
Ooh, all right. Hari Bol.
The next person I choose is Bhakti Priya Mataji.
Bhakti Priya.
I know you'll pick my name. So I choose Hare Krishna, everybody. I choose Bountiful as my adjective.
Wonderful. Very nice. Hari Bol.
Peaceful. Peaceful.
Pick somebody, Mataji.
Does Parth have a question? Why Bountiful?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Pick somebody, Mataji, next.
Oh, I have to pick somebody. Srimati Mataji.
Srimati Mataji.
I know you'll call me only. I was thinking. Hare Krishna, everyone. I don't know. Actually, my name is Lavanya, but now after initiation, it became yes, no. So I have to think about yes. I'm sensible person.
Sensible. Okay. Hari Bol.
I pick Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Dandavat Pranam. Prabhuji, I don't know whether it suits me or not, but I would rather say simple.
Simple. Hari Bol. Nice one, Prabhu. Okay.
Try to keep things simple, Prabhu. So,
Hare Krishna.
I'll go with Parth. I think he's ready.
Parth. Okay, Parth.
Attitude.
Still thinking? You need some more time?
You can delegate to somebody else. Call
Yeah.
somebody else.
Who is there?
Vishal.
Vishal.
Call somebody's name. Like, if you need some more time. Or Lohit. Parth.
Abhinav Prabhu.
Abhinav Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Astonishing, amazing, awful. Awful. I got 3 of them.
One,
Astonishing.
pick one,
Go with
Prabhu.
astonishing.
Pick one which is suiting you right now.
Astonishing was the first word.
Your voice is breaking.
One more time, Prabhu.
Astonishing, Prabhuji, astonishing.
Astonishing. Okay. Hare Krishna.
Bol.
I think I got mine.
Okay.
Mine's gonna be passionate Parth.
Passionate Parth. Okay.
Passionate Parth.
I pick Rishvik.
Rishvik. Asane Babagnu.
Rishvik, do you have an adjective for you? With an R. Any name with any word with R which describes you.
Running.
Running. Nice. Hari Bol. Okay, pick somebody now.
Vishnu.
Running towards Krishna?
Dad, Krishna birthday ivalena.
Yeah, tell who is next.
Okay, so Rishvik, call somebody's name. Who's next?
Wait up.
No, you need to tell. Okay. You want to go with Prishu. Prishu.
Prishu. Okay. Prishu, do you have a word which you would describe with P? Priyanka Mataji. We'll call on Priyanka
Prishu
Mataji.
is playing with her friend today.
Yes, Mataji.
So playful Prishu.
Playful
Yeah.
Prishu. Nice. Okay. What is your adjective, Mataji?
I don't know, maybe Patit.
Huh?
Patit.
Patit?
Patit.
Spell it.
I think it's a Sanskrit word, right? Patit.
Patit. Patit Pavan.
Yeah.
Okay. Patit. Nice.
Not
Nice.
Pavan, only Patit.
You're Pavan too, Mataji. Patita Pavan Priyanka Mataji ki jai.
Jai.
Okay.
Pick on someone.
Pick somebody's name, Mataji. Vishal. Okay, Vishal, go.
Valuable.
Valuable. Yes, you're definitely very valuable. Thank you. Okay, who's next? Pick somebody.
Who else?
There's Lohit. Lohit's there. Renuka Mataji is there. Sai Prabhu.
Lohit.
Lohit.
My word is lazy.
Oh.
No, pick a positive adjective. You're not lazy.
Lazy, I'm just lazy. Learning.
Learning. Okay, very nice. Hari Bol.
Pick on someone.
Pick up someone.
Vivan.
Vivan.
Vivan's gone. So Renuka Mataji, Sai Prabhu are left.
Sai Prabhu.
Okay, Sai Prabhu, if you can you share Prabhuji? Sai Prabhu? Okay, Prabhu might be busy. Okay, let's go to Renuka Mataji.
Mhm.
Renuka Mataji,
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hari Bol.
Srila Prabhupada. Yes.
Yes, Mataji. What is your adjective?
Rare.
Rare. Okay, yes, we are all unique. Nice. Hare Krishna. Thank you. I see Shweta Mataji hiding there. Yes, Shweta Mataji. What is your adjective?
Surrender.
Surrender. Very nice. Hare Krishna.
So we have rare Renuka, surrendered Shweta, bountiful Bhakti Priya, and what is Srimati Mataji's adjective?
Sensible.
Sensible.
Sensible Srimati, simple Sri Chaitanya. And for Vivan, what did he say?
It's
Vibrant.
vibrant.
Vivan, and
Passionate.
passionate Path.
Naimisharanya Prabhu didn't tell
Vishal
you.
is
Prabhuji, it's your turn. You haven't told.
valuable Vishal.
Valuable Vishal. Awesome.
And
Awesome.
learning Lohit.
Lohit.
Awesome, Abhinav.
Stylish
Prabhu.
Hindu.
Awesome
Silas,
Abhinav. Astonishing,
Sid.
astonishing
Silas
Abhinav.
Sid.
Oh, I see. Sri Lasya. Yes, Sri Lasya. What is your adjective?
Little bit hiding.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Did you hear the question? So the question is describe. Oh, Vivan says it better. Vivan
So
part.
you have to describe yourself using an adjective that starts with the first letter of your name.
Sensitive.
Awesome.
What did you say?
Sensitive, Prabhuji.
Sensitive. Okay. All right, Siddharth.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Sai Prabhu. Yes.
I want to describe as spiritual and sattvic who is trying to be.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu.
Haribol.
Can Mataji also describe herself? If she's around.
She's not here.
She's not here. Okay. Hare Krishna, Renu Mataji. Welcome. Can you hear us, Mataji? Renu Mataji?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yes,
Hare
Prabhuji,
Krishna.
I can hear you. Hare Krishna.
So Mataji, we are all describing ourselves with,
Using an adjective that starts with the same letter as your first name.
yes. You have to pick an adjective which describes you.
That starts with the same
It
letter.
starts with your letter, R.
Oh, R.
So,
Not able to think right away, but
okay.
I can't think of R. But generally, I am an inquisitive person,
Inquisitive.
and somehow that quality led me to question a lot of things, and also helped me join Krishna consciousness.
Nice.
So yeah, so um, I'm thankful for that quality. Is what I
Thank you.
would say.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you for sharing. So an adjective for me would be neat. I like to be neat. All right. Thank you, everybody, for sharing. So today is our week number 8 of our Shraddhavan course. Okay, so what we'll do is, let me share my screen, then we can all read. Okay.
Share screen.
Screen, share to. Okay, can you all see my screen?
Yes, Prabhuji, we can.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
So we'll start with Vishal. So Vishal, you can start reading from here. Is the font okay, or should I increase it a bit?
A little
It
bit.
is good. We can maximize it our side.
I can make it bigger here.
That's good.
Okay. Okay, go ahead, Vishal.
From what part?
From here, the nectar of the holy name.
The nectar of the holy name. In Kali Yuga, rather than looking toward the light of mental speculation and atheists, people should take advantage of Lord Chaitanya's movement of chanting Hare Krishna. During the
Okay,
rainy,
hold on. So what is mental speculation?
I think I
No, hold on. Question for Vishal. What is mental speculation, Vishal?
imagining,
Imagining, yes. So in Kali Yuga, what is this yuga? This yuga is
Kali Yuga.
Kali Yuga, okay. Rather than looking at towards the light of mental speculation, what does atheist mean? Who's an atheist?
I don't know.
Anyone else? Parth?
An atheist is a person who doesn't believe in any religion.
Yes, okay. Any other definitions of an atheist? Sid? Who's an atheist?
It's a person that doesn't believe in God.
Doesn't believe in God. Very nice. So in Kali Yuga, rather than looking towards the light of mental speculation and atheist, what are we saying? People should take advantage of Lord Chaitanya's movement of chanting the Hare Krishna. Why? Why should we do that?
Because it helps spiritual achievement.
Why do we want to do that? Priyanka Mataji. You're muted. Yes, Mataji, you are.
Lord Chaitanya's moment of chanting Hare Krishna so that we can revive our lost relationship and we can realize who we are, our true identity.
Why is it so important, Vivan?
So I think it's very important to revive our relationships because Krishna created us because he really cared about us, right? He didn't he can self-sustain himself. He doesn't need anyone's help. So, but he still created us because he loves each and every one of us. So I think it's important to share that relationship back to him because he's our father and he's trying to help us to bring us back. He wants us back in the spiritual world, but we don't have that desire. So I think it's important to be able to go back and have a good relationship with Krishna.
Nice. So that's the reason why we have to be in this movement. Okay. Let's read the next paragraph, Vishal.
During the rainy season in the evening, there are many glowworms visible about the tops of trees, hither, and they glitter just like lights. But the luminaries of the sky, the stars and the moons, are not visible. Similarly, in the age of Kali, persons who are atheists or miscreants become very prominently visible, whereas people who are actually following the Vedic principles for spiritual emancipation are practically obscure.
So, Bhakti Priya Mataji, what does this mean?
Because practically obscured means we are we are hidden by Maya. Remember when I joined, it was all dark and the screen won't work. So like that, we are in the darkness. And when we think when there is no God and we can do whatever we want to do, then we are in darkness. Because even if we have to blink, it has to be God's mercy need to be there. So, but unfortunately, when so in this age of Kali, there is a lot of vice, a lot of other bad things. So dharma is only on one foot. So only the bad is visible, but then the devotees who are like devotees of the Lord, they are hidden from Maya, I think.
Nice.
That's what I'm thinking, Prabhuji. So.
Perfect. Yes. Thank you, Mataji. All right. Next paragraph. Parth.
Yes.
Yeah.
This age, Kali Yuga, is compared to the cloudy season of living entities. In this age, real knowledge is covered by influence of material advancement and civilization. The chief mental speculators, atheists, and manufacturers of so-called religious principles become prominent like the glowworms, whereas persons strictly following the Vedic principles of spiritual injunctions become covered by the clouds of this age.
Yeah. So one important point here, if we're reading, is that when it is evening, we see these glowworms, right? Right? Glowworms are.
Hither.
So do you all know what glowworms are?
Like basically
Like worms which have lights on them.
Yeah.
And they're flying. Right? So at night, in the evening, you're able to see that. And when you're seeing that, you forget to see the stars, right? And the moon. So what we are describing is that you just see those worms, but you forget to see the stars and the moon. And this is what Kali Yuga is. In Kali Yuga, you're actually seeing people who are advanced materially, but we actually forget to see people who are spiritually advanced. Okay, because of the clouds of this age, right? We're only seeing what is there. Okay, next paragraph. Vivan, you want to read?
Yeah.
Okay.
So people should learn to take advantage of the actual luminaries of the sky, the sun, moon, and stars, instead of the glowworm's light.
Okay. So in our analogy, what does that mean?
It means like instead of being diverted by other external material sources, you should actually look up to Krishna and see that that's the real reason why we're here.
Correct. Okay, let's continue.
So
Actually,
actually the glowworm cannot give any light in the darkness of the night. As clouds sometimes clear, even in the rainy season, and sometimes the moon, stars, and sun become visible. So even in this Kali Yuga, there are sometimes advantages. The Vedic movement of Lord Chaitanya's, the distribution of chanting the Hare Krishna mantra is heard in this way. People seriously anxious to find real life should take advantage of this movement instead of looking towards the light of mental speculators and atheists.
So people, if we are reading this to somebody, right, and we're saying that we're not seeing people who are spiritual, but we're only seeing people who are materialistic, how are you going to explain to them that, no, actually, you're not seeing all the way? So question to Sri Lasya. So how would you explain that, Sri Lasya?
Explain what?
Do you want me to repeat the question?
Yes, Prabhuji, she wants to share.
Okay, so the question is that in this example, when it is evening, we are only seeing the glowworms and we are not able to see the stars and the moon, right? And the comparison given is that in this material age, we only are seeing people who are atheists or miscreants who are prominent, but we actually forget to see people who are following the Vedic principles. So why is that important? If you have to explain this to somebody who is not following the Vedic principles.
So it's important to not only see the people who are materially advanced, because material advancement is just temporary, and it can go away. It goes away after they pass away and stuff. But spiritual advancement, it's not temporary, and yeah.
That's a great answer. Everybody, please give her a hand. Beautiful answer. Yeah, this material age is all very temporary, right? And we actually want to have a spiritual bank balance. And that's the reason why when you are seeing above just these glowworms, and we're actually seeing the people who are above, because those saints are always seeing Krishna, they are able to reveal all those secrets to us as well, right? So that is very important. Okay. Any comments before we move on? Yes, Parth.
So in this paragraph, like this last one, we should always be in like Lord Chaitanya's Hare Krishna movement, because that will help us to achieve our goal and what Bia said, to like achieve like what our relationship with Krishna was.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Nice. Thank you. Okay, let's go to passage for discussion. Lohit, would you like to read?
ఇక్కడ
Yes,
రా,
Prabhu,
నువ్వు
he's
ఇక్కడ రా.
reading.
ఇది ఒక్క లైన్ చదువు
God and
అరే లోహిత్ తమ్ముడు ఒక్క లైన్ చదువుతాడు
children, God and his energies.
ఒక్క లైన్
Passage for discussion. From here you can start.
Okay. Passage for discussion. The position of Krishna. God and his energies. The Upanishad explains that whatever we see, whether animate or inanimate, is controlled by the Supreme Lord. Lord Krishna says the same thing in the Bhagavad Gita, that his energies are managing everything and
Okay, I have a question for you, Lohit. So, give me some examples of things which are animate and inanimate around you. If you look around right now in your room, can you give me an example of anything which is animate?
the screen, Prabhuji.
And what is inanimate? Screen, no. Animate is something which is moving.
My brother, Prabhuji.
Huh?
My brother is moving.
Your brother, right? Running Rishvik, right? And what is inanimate? No helping, no helping. Let him think. What if you see around you, what is inanimate? Which is not moving.
This carpet, Prabhuji.
Carpet, okay? So now this sentence says that whatever you are seeing, animate or inanimate, is controlled by Krishna. How can you explain that? Okay, let's go to Ravi Prabhu. What do you think, Ravi Prabhu? How will you explain this?
Krishna is everywhere, Prabhu. We are part and parcel of Krishna, whether it is living or non-living.
Okay, nice.
So,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu, would you like to add?
Yeah, Prabhuji, as you said, like Supreme Lord Krishna is the source in this material nature. All it is Bahya energy. So the material energy, so even in a small atom or whatever you see here, inanimate, as well as the animate, which are the part and parcels of his expansion and his energies. So obviously they are all controlled by Supreme Lord.
Perfect. Okay, let's continue. Yes, Lohit.
And the Vishnu Purana confirms Eka Deka Shitas Yagnar Yodatsna Vistaran Yata, as heat and light are distributed all around by a fire situated in one place. So the whole creation is magnification of energies expanded from the Supreme Lord. For example, the sun is in one place, but it is distributing its heat and light all over the universe.
Similarly,
the Supreme Lord is distributing his material and spiritual energies all over the creation.
okay, so is this point clear for everybody? The example given is just like the sun in one part is distributing the energies everywhere. In the same way, Krishna, who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he is distributing all his energies, whatever you're seeing around you. Everything is an energy of Krishna. So, question for Abhinav Prabhu. So, Prabhu, how many energies does Krishna have?
Krishna has 3 energies.
Yes, perfect. Renuka Mataji, can you explain the 3 energies?
Renuka Mataji.
My name is not Abhinav.
अच्छा मुझसे बोला है। Prabhu, did you ask?
No,
Renuka.
Renuka Mataji, can you name all the three energies?
Yes, Prabhuji. Internal energy, external energy, and marginal energy.
Perfect. Okay, Priyanka Mataji, can you give example of each energy? What is the internal energy of Krishna?
So, through internal energy, all the spiritual world is maintained, and because marginal energy is the living entity, and external energy is the through which all these universes and everything is controlled.
Perfect. Okay, so just like the sun is distributing all its energies, Krishna's energies are also getting distributed. Okay, that is the position of Krishna. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. All right, let's move forward. Renu Mataji, would you like to read? If you can read.
Yes, Prabhuji, I can
Yes,
read.
Mataji, please do.
The position of Krishna. The Ishopanishad states, although fixed in his abode, the personality of Godhead is swifter than the mind and can overcome all others running. The powerful demigods cannot approach him. Although in one place he controls those who supply the air and rain, he surpasses all in excellence. The Brahma Samhita says something similar. Goloka eva nevaste akhilatma bhuta. Sorry, Prabhuji, for the background.
No, perfect.
Although Krishna is always in Goloka Vrindavan, he is simultaneously in the hearts of all living beings.
Okay, so now, first thing what we read is that Krishna is swifter than the mind, right? And can overcome all others running. Can anybody give an example from any pastimes? Like Krishna is so swift.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
Let us ask Srimati Mataji. Any example where you see that Krishna is so swift?
I have a great example.
Wait, Srimati Mataji.
I think, Prabhuji, in Krishna book, I read one pastime. I don't remember.
Right, like he is. Okay, fine, yeah.
So, okay, what's the name of the donkey demon? Or Dhenukasura? Yeah, Dhenukasura. Like he's so swift that he can like twirl Dhenukasura and throw him on the tree.
Okay, yeah. And
all of his friends.
And also another example is that powerful demigods cannot approach him, but yet somebody caught him. Can you give example of that?
Mother Yashoda.
Yeah, Mother Yashoda. How Mother Yashoda was able to catch Krishna? Love, right? Two things. Krishna, she did endeavor, and Krishna's mercy, right? And another example which comes to my mind of how Krishna is so swift is how he helped Draupadi, right? In that example, we see that Krishna is so swift. He's swifter than the mind. As soon as Draupadi surrendered completely, Krishna came and he helped her, right? So we should always remember that Krishna might be in Golok Vrindavan, but yet Krishna is the closest to us. How? He is sitting right with us in our hearts, right? He is the one who's observing everything we do, and he's been observing for millions of lifetimes. We might think we might be alone sometimes. However, our best friend is always with us. Okay, we have to remember that. Okay. Thank you, Renu Mataji. Let's go to Abhinav Prabhu. Would you like to read, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Krishna has no duties to perform in Goloka. He is simply enjoying in the company of his associates, the gopis, the cowherd boys, his mothers and father, his cows and calves, etc. He is completely free, and his associates are even freer than he is, because when they seem to be in danger, Krishna feels some anxiety about how to save them. But his associates feel no anxiety.
Okay, can you give an example, Prabhuji, where the associates of Krishna are freer than Krishna?
Yes, like everybody living, like Krishna lifted the Govardhan hill, for protecting all his associates. And then even the Pandavas, they were extremely confident about the war of Mahabharata because they knew that Krishna was on his side, on their side.
Can I go with another one?
Okay, yes, Vivan has another example.
So, like when they were contemplating whether to go and go and check out Aghasura, they talked and they were like, even if it's a demon, Krishna will be there to save us anyways.
Right. So many examples, right? Krishna is free, but the devotees are fearless. Why are they fearless? Because they have complete surrender. Priyanka Mataji, you have another example? Yes, Mataji, Priyanka Mataji.
Prahlad Maharaj pastime, like Prahlad Maharaj was never afraid.
He was never afraid, right? How many things happened, but he was not afraid. Why? Why do we see all these examples where the devotees of Krishna are freer? Why? What is that thing happening? Sid. Sid, question for you. Why are devotees of Krishna freer than Krishna?
Can you say that question again?
So the question is, so we just read that Krishna is free. He has no duties to perform. However, the devotees of Krishna who are enjoying his association, they feel no anxiety. And they feel freer than Krishna. Why is that? And some examples we gave were how the devotees are going into the mouth of Aghasura because they have no fear. They're like, okay, Krishna is going to take care of us. Prahlad Maharaj, Pandavas. So why do you think that? Why are the devotees more freer? Why do you think?
Personally, I think that because I feel like in the question you were stating, you kind of answered the question as well, where devotees have that belief that and the faith that Krishna will protect them, whereas Krishna, he's free as in senses. He has all the abilities. He's the Supreme Personality of God, and he has that aspect. So in that sense, he's free. But we are even freer because we are under the shelter of Krishna.
So who is feeling like this right now? Right now in our group, does anybody feel that? Is anybody feeling like, yeah, Krishna will take care of us?
Yes, Prabhu. We feel
Yes.
We feel it.
Yes.
And why?
Yes,
Why are you feeling that? Like, what has made you feel that?
Because we surrender to Krishna.
Surrender to Krishna. Bhakti Premataji, you had something?
I was saying because in the scripture we have seen Krishna come to save his devotees himself. He was not sending his associates. He was directly coming. He can do a lot of things. He can send his associates, but he, like a father, runs towards the child who jumps into the water, without thinking. Like just like that, like Krishna comes and saves us personally. So he saved Draupadi that way. He saved Prahlad Maharaj that way. And he came and killed Hiranyaksha also. Like, so he is so powerful. We know he's so powerful. We know he's the creator. He's bigger than everybody. He's stronger than everybody. He's attractive. He's like, he has everything. So, whatever we are getting is from him. So that's why.
Nice.
If we have a rich friend, we can ask him anything, right? So it's like that. So we
Very
can
nice.
depend on Krishna irrespective of.
Thank you. Yeah, so two things, especially this example of Prahlad Maharaj, I really like. Why? Because Prahlad Maharaj was completely surrendered and he had complete faith that no matter what, Krishna is going to protect me. Right? And that is what we want to develop in our life. We should be able to develop, not all our plans are going to succeed, right? And we have so many different plans in our programs, none of them succeed. However, if we actually surrender to Krishna and say, Krishna, we give up, and it is now your plan, and we are surrendering to your plan, then Krishna is going to protect us. That's the reason why associates of Krishna feel no anxiety. Okay, let's continue. Maybe Renuka Mataji can read.
When Krishna enacted his pastimes 5,000 years ago in Vrindavan, India, He would go every day with his cowherd boyfriends and their calves and cows to play in the forest on the bank of the Yamuna River. And often Kamsa would send some demon to try to kill Krishna and his friends. Yet the cowherd boys would continue enjoying their pastimes without anxiety because they were so confident of Krishna's protection. That is spiritual life, which begins with surrendering to Krishna.
Yeah. So, question for both of you, Abhinav Prabhu and Renuka Mati, how can we develop this surrender and faith in Krishna? How do we develop that?
I think, Prabhuji, that also is a mercy that Krishna provides. Without Krishna's mercy, that there can be no faith. And to develop faith, I think we need to take his name, read about his pastimes, chant his glories, chant his names. That is what we can do. But eventually, we'll have to depend upon Krishna's mercy to develop that faith.
And to hearing about Krishna's pastimes, that actually gives you a faith, like how Krishna protected. Especially, there is one incident which I really kind of love, is like when Bhishma Pitama actually took an oath to kill Arjuna the next day. How Krishna protected Arjuna, because Krishna was in anxiety the whole night, how he can save Arjuna. So that actually gives us a faith, like Lord takes an anxiety for us, like who are just parts and parcels. So that gives a lot of faith to Krishna. And then eventually, as Prabhu said, Krishna gives mercy also. So hearing about his pastime, taking his names, and then mercy of Krishna, and obviously mercy of devotees, that helps to develop faith.
Right. So it comes down to two things, right? Doing our endeavor, which is chanting the holy name, associating with devotees, reading the pastimes, hearing, right, Shravan, and getting mercy of Hari, Guru, and Vaishnavas. Right? Kirtan. Okay, thank you. No, you already read. Let's see. Sai Prabhu, are you able to read?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, Prabhuji, please.
Surrendering to Krishna means having the strong faith that Krishna will save us in any dangerous condition. The first step in surrendering is that we should accept whatever is favorable for devotional service. Then we should reject anything that is unfavorable for devotional service. The next stage is the confidence that in any situation, Krishna will protect us and maintain us. Actually, he is already giving protection and maintenance to everyone. That is a fact. But in Maya, we think that we are protecting ourselves or that we are feeding ourselves.
So I have a question for Vishal. So Vishal, your question is, what are some things which are unfavorable for devotional service?
Like getting distracted, not.
Give me examples from your life. You know, as a student, when you're going to school, your friends, what are some things you see which are unfavorable for devotional service? Okay, so that means, see, if he's not able to come up with an example, that means he has organized his life in such a way that everything is favorable. Very good. Okay, let us see anyone else. Okay, Parth.
One of them I see like every day at school is like a lot of people eat meat at school.
Okay.
During like lunchtime, I guess.
So now, as a devotee of Krishna, what do? You have people around you who are eating meat. Does that mean now you're going to stop talking to them? No, right? Why you don't stop talking to them? Because you want to leave everyone with a good impression, right? So how are you going to reject that which is unfavorable?
We could like not. You can tell them that we like don't eat meat.
If they ask you, right? Like,
if they ask.
So if they ask you like, okay, Parth, why do you eat vegetarian food?
I eat vegetarian food because in our religion we don't eat meat because meat is like the killing animals.
Okay, and you don't like to kill animals. Yeah. Okay, because you love them. Okay, Sid, what are you going to tell if somebody asks you this question? Sid, why are you vegetarian?
The thing is, I've been asked this question like a lot. But most of the time, other than just personally, I would just tell them like I support the non-killing of animals, and I like to practice not consuming meat and not consuming just not consuming meat and protecting animals.
Okay, Sri Lasya?
Like a simple answer like that, because if I overcomplicate it, if I tell something different, then they'll get confused. So I just like to
Yeah.
keep my
Nice.
Something off.
Okay,
Yeah.
Sri Lasya, what is your take on it? Have you got
It's
this
like-
question?
Yeah, I have. Just like you said, I would tell them that like I support not killing animals, that especially like in our religion, that killing animals is not a good thing. And yeah, that would be like, yeah,
Okay. Yes, Vivan?
So I definitely agree with those 2 points, but I would also add something. So I would tell someone who asked me that, I would say I don't eat meat because it's the killing of animals, and animals also have feelings, and they have like family members, and like I usually give an example. So like what would happen if like someone in like that you loved in your family got killed, and then they would be like, oh, that would be very sad, and then I would be like, with animals it's the same thing. You're killing someone's father, mother, brother, or sister.
Nice. All very good answers. Okay. Let's go to the next paragraph. Let us see who is not read. Bhakti Priya Mataji, would you like to read?
Yes, Prabhuji. For the devotees, Krishna personally takes charge of their protection and maintenance. And for the ordinary living entities, Maya Devi, Krishna's external energy, takes charge. Maya Devi is Krishna's agent for punishing the conditioned souls. The situation is like what we see in the state. Good citizens are taken care of by the government directly, while criminals are taken care of by the government through the prison department. The laws of nature.
So what did you get out of this, Mataji?
So if we abide by the laws of nature, laws created by Krishna, if we follow the 4 regulative principles, then Krishna will be not just Krishna, but we will be taken care by Yoga Maya, which is Krishna's energy. Of course, Maya Devi is also Krishna's energy, but she will mask people from getting to Krishna if they are not following the rules. So, so we should be under the protection of Yoga Maya, not Mahamaya. So, in order to do that, we have to follow the 4 regulative principles, the dietary restrictions, chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, the prescribed rounds given by Guru, and and read Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and do some service. And go to dham or convert our own house into a dham. So all these things, if we do, then we are protected by Krishna.
Nice.
If we break anything, then we will suffer. We'll continue suffering like prisoners in a prison department.
Nice. Okay, yes, Parth.
So, like Bhakti Priya Mataji said, it's like the same thing, but like Maya Devi is Krishna's agent, and Maya Devi is punishing us because we had our own desire and we keep making mistakes while we're in the punishment of our own desire. Also, like how this paragraph is saying that the government takes criminals to the prison department, and the government takes the criminals to the prison department. It's not like the government like is the prison department. It's a different like department. So Maya Devi is like a different
Department of Krishna. Okay, nice. Okay, so now we'll have some questions. First question to let's see, Abhinav Prabhu. So Prabhuji, where does Krishna reside and how does he manage the material world?
So Krishna resides in Goloka Vrindavan.
How do you know that?
How do I know that? Through Siksha Gurus, and Siksha Gurus know it through scriptures.
But they could be saying wrong things to you. How do you know that's the truth?
Because I have faith in my Siksha Guru, and the reason I have faith in them because they are backed by Shastric evidence.
Okay, so based on authoritative scriptures and through the disciplic succession, you know where Krishna is present. Okay. Next question. How does he manage the material world?
So, to manage the material world, Krishna created the external energy, Maya Devi, and she's managing everybody who is a non-devotee. And then for devotees, Krishna is taking care of them.
Okay, nice.
I can also add.
Okay, yes.
So on the second question, how does he manage the material world? Like I said in the top one, the different departments, so like Maya Devi, Brahma, Indra, all of the demigods, and then Krishna has like yeah, like tells the demigods what to do, and then they follow. So like, he also manages the material world, and then he manages other people who manage the material world.
Right. And we see in this material world, example is there's a president, and then they have so many different departments, right? Ministry
House
of
of
Defense, Ministry of Department, Ministry of Finance, like that. Okay, so that's how Krishna.
Ministry of Finance.
Okay, next question for Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu. Can you please mention, Prabhuji, some reasons why Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead?
Some reasons. There is no reason, Prabhu. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Because of the 6 opulences what he have, and whoever have the 6 opulences, and obviously we know he is the person, and he is the only one person who is Sri Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and he is the Bhagavan. The Shastra says, and even Bhagavatam says, Krishna is Bhagavan Swayam. So he is the first manifestation, and from him all these, all we, living entities, and everybody emanated out of him. So these are the reasons which make him the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is having created this material world and all the universes, and manifested lot of living entities out there, including the demigods, and making sure that he's taking care of his devotees, because he created all these to fulfill the desires we had to come to this material world. So he just created that and say, okay, go and enjoy. But unfortunately we came here and we started enjoying, but we forgot who he was. So to reminding that he is the personality of Godhead, again we are coming into this Krishna consciousness to understand who we are, what is our position, and again, based on the Shastra, so we are going back to trying to serve him and remember him and love him, so that we can go back to the new Goloka Vrindavan. So based on the whole cosmic energies, and these are some of the reasons where we can clearly say Krishna is the Supreme Personality of the Godhead.
And you mentioned about the 6 opulences. Can you explain what are the 6 opulences? Whatever you can remember.
I think he's all. I mean, I think one is like beauty. He's the
Beauty.
beautiful.
Okay.
He's powerful.
Powerful.
And then he's the Lakshmi is there with him, so he is like
Wealthiest.
And
devotees can help.
All knowledgeful.
Knowledgeful.
Knowledge. Okay, he has all knowledge. Renunciation. Last one. Powerful.
No, I already said that.
Powerful, you already said. I think.
I already said that.
Fame.
Famous. Right? Not one person has all 6 opulences in this material world, right? We have seen people who are very, very beautiful, or we have seen people who are very powerful, right? But all six
Not
opulences
as powerful as Krishna.
as Krishna, right?
We
All
all have these opulences, but not in
Prabhuji, is it
yeah, not in
is
quality,
it not just in this material world, but anywhere?
anywhere.
except for Krishna.
That's a
why
good
it is
point,
this
which Prabhuji is bringing up. Not just in this material world, but anywhere, right? Krishna has all six opulences everywhere.
Also, we have all these six qualities, but we don't have them in quantity.
Correct.
Yes.
Good point. Okay, next question for Renu Mataji. So, Renu Mataji, how can we be free of all anxieties if we surrender to Krishna? Can you please illustrate with an example? So, question is, how can you be free of all anxieties if you surrender to Krishna?
Honestly, Prabhuji, I don't know how we can be free, but whenever I chant, my days are different. I feel less anxious. I feel less fearful, and mind doesn't wander here and there. But the days I miss chanting, everything comes back. So probably it's because we are so much in the influence of material energy that we feel anxiety. We think of all the material things which are temporary. That would
Nice.
be my experience
Very
and
nice.
understanding.
Thank you. Thank you, Mataji. And same question to you, Srimati Mataji. How can you be free of all anxieties if you surrender to Krishna? And any example which comes to you?
So, when we have a strong faith that whatever happens, it's in Krishna, whatever happens in our life, that is through the will of Krishna, only nothing is in my hands. And then we can easily, with a strong faith, we'll surrender and we can put our life in Krishna's hand. Then that is surrendering, Prabhuji. And when we are free like that, suppose, for example, the example which I want to give is like a child is trusting his father. So he knows that wherever he is taking him, or when father is with him, he's safe and secure and he's free of anxieties. He will not think much about like, what should I do next? What is my next meal? Or where I am? All these things, they don't worry because they completely trust on the father. So they'll be free of anxieties. So that's how, because they are having complete faith and they are surrendered to the father. So the same thing, when we surrender to Krishna like that, then we'll be free of anxieties. Like we'll be free that we'll need not think that what will happen to me next, or where will I go, how will I live, if I don't have money, or if I don't have house, if I don't have anything. So everything Krishna will take care. So why should I fear? So that will be the feeling, Prabhuji.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Okay, next question to...
Can I add to that last question?
Yes.
So the question is, how can we be free from all anxieties if we surrender to Krishna? Illustrate with an example. So if we were to surrender to Krishna, we would already be free of all anxiety because we went already at Krishna, and Krishna will take care if we already surrendered.
Nice. Very good. An example was like Prahlad Maharaj. We discussed that. Okay. The next question for Priyanka Mataji. How do you, Mataji, practically express your surrender to Krishna?
How can we practically express our surrender?
How you practically express your surrender to Krishna?
I did not understand the question.
So every day in your day-to-day activities, how you're leading, your life, how do you practically express, your devotion to Krishna or your surrender to Krishna? Like if you look back before you started Krishna consciousness and now, what has changed practically?
Well, all I know is like this world, it is Dukhalyam and Ashashvatam. So this world is full of miseries and temporary. So I mean, we have got this body for a certain duration, and after that we have to leave this body. And if we do not do good things, if we do not realize why we are here, then we will end up getting another body based on our karma. So I mean, we need to, I feel like I need to utilize each and every moment properly so that I mean, realize my real purpose of the life and revive the lost relationship with Krishna and finally go back if possible.
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Same question to Surrender Shweta, Mataji. So, Mataji, how do you express your surrender to Krishna? Little bit, if you put your screen little down, then we can see all of you. Okay, perfect.
How can we?
How do you practically express your surrender to Krishna?
Before Krishna consciousness and after Krishna consciousness, a lot of things happened in my life, very positive things. I also changed a lot. I'm little bit anxiety, little bit more expectations. So whatever I expect, that should be happen. Otherwise, I always feel sad or something, unhappy. I'm not in that much positive mode, that much pleasant. Now, not that much. I have to improve a lot, but somehow my understanding changed a lot, and so I'm happy. So
Very nice. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you for sharing. This is so beautiful, right? So what Mataji is sharing is before Krishna consciousness, if things did not go her way, she would not be happy. But the change which Mataji is seeing after surrendering, still Mataji said long way to go, but Mataji is not in that mode anymore, where she's like, okay, this is Krishna's plan, and I am surrendered to Krishna's plan, and Krishna will take care. And we are noticing how Krishna is also reciprocating, right? That's very important. Okay, thank you. Thank you to both of you for sharing. Okay, Ravi Prabhu.
I have a question here.
Yes, Mataji. Yeah.
So, yes, we can understand theoretically, but practically, it's very difficult sometimes, Prabhuji, to actually surrender because always mind is conflicting with so many things. Like, suppose without doing anything, sitting idle and depending on Krishna is also not good, right? We have to help ourselves a little bit at least. So, at that time, how do we know that actually are we surrendering to Krishna or are we surrendering to our mind? So practically, this is like I'm trying to do this since so many days, like thinking in this way, but I'm not able to figure out whether actually I'm surrendering to Krishna or surrendering to my mind all the time. I'm not able to figure out, Prabhuji.
So I'll give my example, Mataji. I think the best thing to do is you have to first remember what is your dharma, right? What is your dharma? Your dharma is as a mother, you're taking care of the kids. As a wife, you're taking care of Prabhuji. As you're working, right? You're also doing seva, right? So whatever dharma you have to do, you have to perform your dharma, but you don't want to be attached to your plan. Right? And that's what happened to Arjuna, right? Arjuna at the battlefield, he had different plans, right? Oh, Krishna, I'm not going to be able to enjoy this kingdom, right? What is the use of being in this kingdom without all these people? I don't want to do my dharma. But Krishna said, no, you do your dharma. And when you surrender to Krishna's plan, see, many times things don't go according to our plan, right? And that is providence, right? So there is an example in the third canto where Prithu Maharaj was trying to do how many yagyas? Anybody remembers? 100 yagyas.
100, yeah.
What happened? Anybody remembers that pastime?
I think 99 went wrong, destroyed or something.
99 went correctly.
Went correctly, sorry.
What happened was he was trying to perform the yajna. However, Indra, the demigod, he kept coming down and he tried to steal the horse. Why? Because he was jealous. He had envy, right? He stole it once, he stole it twice, he stole it 3 times. 3 times he stole. And then Lord Brahma came down to tell Prithu Maharaj that Prithu Maharaj, don't worry, you have taken this yagya to complete 100 Ashwamedhya yagyas, but even though you have done your endeavor for 99, please think it is complete. Right? So many times in our lives, what many times? All the time, we are not the doer. Right? It is all happening because of Krishna's plan. And if we are able to align ourselves, dovetail, like Srila Prabhupada uses this word, dovetail. So dovetailing is if you have two wooden pieces and they're cut in such a way that they both attach, that is called dovetailing.
Puzzle.
Like a puzzle, yeah, jigsaw puzzle, right? Same way, if we dovetail ourselves and we remember that, yes, right now we're not able to understand why this is happening to us, but we still have full faith in Krishna's plan and we keep doing our dharma, while we are ensuring that Krishna is in the center of everything we do, then, one day we will understand.
Can I say something?
Yes.
So while you're saying about dovetail, so I think why the dove, I'll give you an example on dovetail. Like we are trying to dovetail our life to Krishna.
Yes, perfect. Okay, Abhinav Prabhu, do you want to add something to this?
I didn't understand what Parth said. Can you repeat it?
He was only explaining about dovetailing. What does dovetailing mean?
No, I said we have to dovetail our life to Krishna.
He's saying that we have to dovetail our life to Krishna, just like a jigsaw puzzle, we attach to Krishna. Okay, Abhinav Prabhu.
Sorry, Prabhuji, I missed that. Was that a question?
Yes. So the question was, Mataji is saying that sometimes things don't go according to our plan. So how do we actually understand that, we want to surrender? Because we might not have that faith all the way. How can we help ourselves during those moments?
So I think probably those are situations when we should understand that there is nothing called our plan. There is always Krishna's plan. And if you realize that and you look from that point of view, that whatever we think would be our plan, Krishna has a better plan for us. Because we are his parts and parcels, he always thinks and cares about us. So he always wants to put us in a situation where we realize that he's our ultimate father and he's always looking out for us. So that I think will help us a lot in increasing your faith towards Krishna.
Okay, thank you, Prabhu. Okay, next question to Ravi Prabhu.
I want to add.
Yes, Sai Prabhu, please go ahead.
I want to add, sir. So Mataji asked the right question at the right time. So yeah, if you see the Draupadi Mataji's incident, first she talked to everybody. She requested everybody to stop the incident. She did all her dharmas. And then she protected herself. When she could not protect herself, then when she put the cloth in between her teeth, when that is gone, then she started like there is nothing else she can do. Then Krishna was waiting for that, and he was ready actually, but he was waiting for that moment. So when she completely surrendered and said Krishna, and he immediately came. So we can take that example in this incident. When to surrender Krishna means, as you said, we need to do all our whatever we can do in that situation. Then if we don't have any options, then that is the moment that we need to think about Krishna. If you are really true devotee, then he will definitely come and help us to plan.
Nice, thank you, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, I have a question.
Yes,
The follow-up of Draupadi's pastime. So in this yuga, we see lot of things happening wherein people are being troubled. Many innocent people are being killed. So why we do not see those wonders happening in this yuga? Just because we are in Kali Yuga? I mean, there might be people who are victimized, and they will be praying really hard to, their religion. Ultimately, it's whichever I feel that whichever religion it is, ultimately it's Krishna or, the Supreme Lord. Why they are not being rescued? Is it just because they have that past karma, they get punished, or they have to bear the victimization, brutalities, and all that?
Very nice question, Mataji. So, like many times we have this question where people ask, why do good things happen to bad people? And why are bad things happening to good people? Right? And on the face value, when we try to understand, the issue is that we have our karma from millions of lifetimes. And the way the karma fructifies is, in Shastra, it is given that there are 6 steps for fructification of our karma. Just like how a seed which is in the soil, it germinates and it sprouts, then it actually comes out as a plant, and then there is a fruit. Right? Same way, there are 6 stages for everyone's karma to actually fructify, to bear fruit. So one second. So the point where you're saying that, like there are a lot of people who are actually going through suffering, right? Now, based on the karma which they have done in millions of lifetimes, that karma is actually getting fructified at this point. Now, what Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita is that all of us have such kind of karma which is as huge as Mount Meru. And Mount Meru is so bigger than Mount Everest. That much karma we have actually accumulated for millions of lifetimes. Now, we will never be able to completely get rid of this karma on our own. The only way Krishna explains for us to get rid of this karma is just like how there is let us say there is a mountain of hay, okay, or twigs. As soon as even a spark of fire comes in, the whole thing ignites. Same way, when you actually take to Krishna consciousness, when that spark of Krishna consciousness just comes in, all that mountain of sin just gets burnt up.
Disintegrated.
So we have to understand that point, that each one of us is going through some kind of pain based on whatever is getting fructified at this point, right? And the best way for us to be able to save this entire planet, right, or this material world, is by sharing this gift. So everybody can understand that, yes, this material life, like I think Bhakti Priya Mataji was saying, is padam padam vipadam. At every moment, at every step you take, there is going to be difficulty. Today, we might feel that we have no difficulty, but difficulty is just waiting on the corner to come. And the kind of difficulty which comes is based on whatever we have done in the past.
Yeah.
But if we remember that, okay, Krishna, I understand what is happening. However, I have full faith and I surrender to you, then Krishna automatically will carry us while it's going. And, Mataji, your example, what you gave, a few classes back, I really liked it, where you said that difficulties are always there. But when Krishna is there, the road becomes a little smooth.
No, like how the road is always full of potholes, but as you take to consciousness, your vehicle becomes better.
Yes, right?
So in the past, whatever pastime we hear, when Krishna himself came for the rescue, is it just because they were devotees and they did not have any karma, that Lord was there to rescue them? Or is it because they were innocent? Or is it because they were, they were innocent? Or is it because they were devotees and they did not have any karma, that Lord was there to rescue them? Or is it because they were innocent and they did not have any karma, that Lord was there to rescue them?
So, yeah, good point. So again, we just read Krishna is there everywhere around us, animate and inanimate. Now, if you take the example of Mother Draupadi, did Krishna come in manifest form? No, he did not come in manifest form, but yet he protected his devotee. And because those devotees were completely surrendered, they knew who is helping, who is protecting them, right? Same way for Prahlad Maharaj. He was being protected at every moment, right? He was put in a ball of fire. He was thrown down a hill. Elephants were trying to trample him, right? But still, did Krishna come in manifest form?
No,
No. But Krishna was there.
for sure.
So we have to come to that point that Krishna is there right now. He's protecting us right now. It could have been much worse than what we are going through, but Krishna is protecting us. And that faith, if we build, right, and if we understand by reading, by talking, by associating, we realize that, yes, everything around me right now is Krishna's energy. Krishna is here, Krishna is present, Krishna is right here with me, he's helping me. That will, that if we are able to understand that point, and we are able to remember Krishna at every second of whatever we do, at every moment, that is Krishna consciousness. Then,
Prabhuji, one more follow-up question on that. When you say that Krishna is in inanimate objects as well, could you give an example? And I also I was curious to know that, in Ayodhya when the Pran Pratishtha happened. So it was carved out of a stone, and then they did the Pran Pratishtha. So what does it really mean?
So two questions here, right? First question is, how can we understand that everything is Krishna's energy, right? That is your first question. In everything inanimate, like this mouse here, right? This speaker here, how can we say that this is Krishna's energy? So the example given is, you have to go to third canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, where Krishna comes as Kapila Muni and he's explaining to his mother Devahuti. And Devahuti had the same question. And then he explained something called as Sankhya Yoga. And in Sankhya Yoga, Krishna explains how Krishna, who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he expands himself in the first incarnation as Lord Brahma, Lord Balaram. From Balaram, we actually get 4 more first expansions. Then there is a secondary expansion, and then we have Mahavishnu. From Mahavishnu, when he breathes out, you have millions of pores of millions of material universes coming out. In each material universe, you have Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. From Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, a lotus flower is coming, where Lord Brahma is coming. And then from there, you have all these elements, which are earth, water, fire, air, ether, and then 3 subtle elements, which are
Mind, intelligence, and false ego.
mind, false and
Mind, intelligence, false ego.
mind, intelligence, and false ego. Using all these elements, everything which you're seeing around here is getting created.
And also that creates only one.
Let me complete. So we also notice that when we leave our body, right? When that is the soul, leaves the body, what happens to the body? Right? The body again goes back to these 5 elements, right? But 3 things carry us to our next body. What are the 3 things? The mind, the intelligence, and our false ego carries us to our next material body. So by reading this, we actually understand how everything around us is actually an energy of Krishna, right? So that was your first question. Second question was, what is Pran Pratishtha, right? What is Pran Pratishtha? So Pran Pratishtha is like, Srila Prabhupada gives this example that when devotees want to actually serve the Lord, right? Krishna comes in a manifest form, and the form he takes is of a deity, of Archa Vigraha. That's why we don't call them idols. We call them Archa Vigraha. And during the Pran Pratishtha, we are actually inviting the Lord to actually come into the deity form so we are able to serve him personally. And that's the reason why devotees, like even here at our ISKCON temple, we actually serve Sri Radha Kalachandji like a person, right? In the morning, we wake him up. We feed him Mangal Aarti sweets, which is at 3:34 in the morning. Then we actually have Abhishek, we dress him, then we offer him bhog, right? Like breakfast prasadam. Then he goes out to actually take the cows. Then he again comes back for lunch. We have Raj Bhog Aarti. Then he has to rest. Then he rests in the afternoon. Then again we have evening. So the main thing is by actually serving the deity form, what are we doing? We are actually engaging each of our senses, right? Our eyes, our ears, our nose by smelling the agarbatti, right? Our tongue, our touch, right? When you're actually massaging the deity, showering the deity. So the main thing is Krishna is allowing us to give a chance so we are able to serve the Lord by all our senses and our mind. So why that happens? Because at time of death, what do you have to do at time of death, Mataji? To be able to go back to Krishna. Remember Krishna. When you are doing all this with your material senses, at time of death, you're remembering Krishna with your mind. And that is what, by doing Archa Vigraha, by deity worship, it's so important. So Pran Pratishtha is, we are inviting the Lord into the Archa form. So we are able to serve the Lord, with our mind, senses. Hope that's okay.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes, Hare Krishna. Okay, so let's go to the next question. Ravi Prabhu. Ravi Prabhu, are you there? Okay. Who looks after those who do not surrender to Krishna and how are they treated? See, very similar question to Mataji's. Who looks after those who do not surrender to Krishna and how are they treated?
Who looks after those? Maya Prabhu.
Maya Devi, right?
Devi Prabhu.
They're treated.
And how are they treated?
They are treated a little challenging because they do all
Like prisoners. Like
prisoners.
prisoners in the prison.
Yeah.
And what does Maya Devi do to them?
Punish Prabhu.
How does she punish? In our Shastra it is given. So what does Maya Devi hold? What weapon does she have?
Not sure.
Trishul, right?
Trishul.
Right?
Yes.
And what does it signify? I think Renuka Mataji knows. What does the Trishul signify, Mataji?
So, Prabhuji, it means basically to kill the demons or the bad energies.
Why 3? Why not 1?
Because they each signify one.
Because of 3 gunas.
3 gunas, yes. 3 modes. Mode of goodness, mode of passion, mode of ignorance. Right? Maya Devi is continuously poking us.
Yes. It's a drop of honey.
Right? Okay, perfect. Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Okay.
Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna,
Okay.
question, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
I mean, I understand, who does not surrender to Krishna, Maya Devi takes care of them. But in the context of everybody who is a non-devotee as well, who does not surrender to Krishna, or does not know about Krishna, who forgot, but still Krishna is in their heart as Paramatma, and it is being told, we have to treat them, everybody, with humility. So in that context, can we say that indirectly Krishna himself is also taking care of them through Maya Devi, as well as demigod worship somebody does? So, but demigod just they cannot give whatever the non-devotee is asking for, but it is coming through Krishna only again. So can we say in that context, practically it is Maya Devi in a context of a non-devotee not being surrendering to Krishna, but eventually that is Krishna who is taking care of the non-devotees also.
Yes, perfect. Prabhu, this is the right understanding. Everything is actually coming from Krishna itself, but we don't understand that. And Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, even though they are worshipping the demigods, and the demigods, they think demigods are fulfilling, but eventually I am the one who is fulfilling everything for them.
And they're worshipping Krishna, but in the wrong way.
Yeah, they're worshipping Krishna, but in the wrong way.
But still, he is taking
But
care of.
he's still taking care. See how, imagine somebody doesn't like you, right? They have left and gone. Will you want to help that person? But see the compassion of our Lord Krishna. Not for one lifetime, millions of lifetimes. He's waiting. Maybe this lifetime, this person will come back to us. Right? That is how compassionate our Lord is.
How compassionate he is. All these Western people, they got into Krishna conscious, how the lucky they are. The last 50 years, Krishna is showing so much mercy onto them because nobody introduced these many thousands of years, but last 50 years, Krishna giving chance to them.
Yeah. Compassion only. Thank you, Prabhu. Okay, let's read the application. Okay, Sri Lasya, are you still there? Okay, Sri Lasya, can you please share your experience of a time you were in great anxiety? Have you ever had that experience that you were in great anxiety?
I think it was like a few weeks ago where in one of my classes we had to do like this big speech in front of like 2-3 different classes, which had like 30 people each. And at that time I was really like scared. I was like in anxiety to like go and tell my speech and stuff. And I was very hesitant and I felt like I didn't do good because I was too worried and was too nervous about what other people would think about my speech. And I feel like I should have not been that nervous, and I could have just said it differently. And yeah.
So at that moment of anxiety, did you remember Krishna?
Yeah.
You did? Okay.
I think I did because it was like I was like really in anxiety, I think. And then I was like, please Krishna, make this like go good, make the speech go good and stuff. Yeah.
And then after the speech went through, what happened? Like, did you think of Krishna?
Can't say I did.
Okay. Well, but at least you did before, so that's good. It's great. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Okay. Yes, Parth.
So we are in great anxiety right now because of Maya and her trident, and we are thinking about Krishna because at times like this call we are thinking about Krishna, and times like how Sri Lasya said, we also are thinking about Krishna at some point.
Yeah. And then we're slowly building up, right? We're slowly building up to be able to remember Krishna all the time. Okay. Let's read. Preaching is the essence. The preacher is very dear to the Lord. Okay. Who would like to read? Okay. You're hogging everything. Let's see if somebody else would like to read. Vishal, I haven't heard from you for some time. Why don't you read?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So you're starting from here.
Teaching is the essence. The preacher is very dear to the Lord. Therefore, my dear young friends, show me mercy to all living entities.
Sorry.
By enlightening them in devotional service, thus becoming their well-wishers.
The Lord says in the Bhagavad Gita, 1855, Bhaktya mam abhijananti yavan yas chashmi tattvatam. One can understand the Supreme Personality as he is only by devotional service. Prahlad Maharaj ultimately instructed his class friends, the sons of the demons, to accept the process of devotional service by preaching the signs of Krishna consciousness to everyone. Therefore, preaching is the best service to the Lord.
Best sign.
Best service to the Lord. Okay, Priyanka Mataji, why don't you read? the Lord
The Lord will immediately be extremely satisfied with one who engages in the service of preaching Krishna consciousness. This is confirmed by the Lord Himself in the Bhagavad 18.69. Nacha tasmam manusheshu me priya krita mau. There is no servant in this world more dear to me than he, nor will there be ever be one be, nor will there ever be one more dear.
Nice. Okay, Vivan.
One sincerely tries his best to spread Krishna consciousness by preaching the glories of the Lord and His supremacy, even if he is imperfectly educated. He becomes the dear most servant of the supreme personality of Godhead. This is Bhakti. As one performs this service for humanity, without discrimination between friends and enemies, the Lord becomes satisfied, and the mission of one's life is fulfilled.
Yes.
Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu therefore advised everyone to become a Guru devotee and preach Krishna consciousness.
Yare dekha, tare kaha. Krishna Upadesh. What does that mean? Yare dekha. Whoever you see, tare kaha. Tell them what? Krishna's gift. Krishna Upadesh. Chant the holy name, chant the holy name, chant the holy name.
This is from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela 7.128.
And this is the easiest way to realize the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Jai, Hare Krishna.
How do you know it's Madhya Leela?
It says CC Madhya Leela.
Oh.
So, we have only two things which we need to do. One is chant the holy name, make your lifetime successful, and give it to others. This is like a storehouse, right? It's when you give this gift does not decrease, it actually expands. So that is the storehouse of Krishna consciousness. The more you give, the more your cup is going to get filled up.
Yeah,
So
basically.
that's the magic of Krishna consciousness. Okay, so we'll stop here and let us do the Narsingha Arati together. Does everybody have the words? Everybody knows? Okay, let's sing together. Namaste Narasimhaya Praladadadai Hiranyakashi Purvaksha Shivanakalai Ito Narsimho Bharato Narsimho Yato Narsimho Vahir Narsimho Vijayo Narsimho Narasimha Madhyam Sharana Prapadye Tavakara Kamala Vare Naka Taputa Sina Javita Hiranyakashipu Tanu Prenda Hari Rupa Jagadisha 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 Hare Samadvita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha 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 Jaya Narasimha Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Gurudev Gurudev, 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 Hari Bol,
Hari Bol.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nrsimhadev Bhagwan ki
Jai.
Bhagwan ki Bol Premanande. Thank you everybody for joining. And now we're all going to go to Bhakti Priya Mataji's house for some taco prasadam.
Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna.
Taco too.
Hare Krishna.
All right. Hope you all feel better.
I'm so
And
sorry
we-
about the burrito bowl. I think I owe you all burrito bowls. Next
Yes.
time, I will definitely make them.
No. We'll all meet next week, and I hope everybody feels better, and we'll all meet in person. Thank you, everybody. Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Pranam.
Hare Bol.